Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to Back the Log Off. I'm Professor Icepick, and tonight I'll be going back to The Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. I have to wonder how close we are to the end of this one. Only one way to find out. Okay, let's get back into it. Oh good, it didn't prevent me from exploring this area then. So I have no idea how far I'm going to get in this game tonight. I doubt I'm going to make it to the end, but I'm sure that it's coming up real soon. I'm just going to warn you now, this game does end on a cliffhanger. Because originally, this game and its sequel, Trails in the Sky SC, were meant to be a single release. But I don't know if Falcom ran out of money or if they ran out of time. They had to split the game in two. And just as a heads up, if you plan on going any further in the series, this is not the last time this will happen. I don't know if it was that Cold Steel 1 and 2 were originally meant to be a single game, or if 1, 2, and 3 were meant to be two games, but that had to get cut up as well. Cold Steel was also intended to be a trilogy at one point. There's currently an important meeting being held in the throne room. If you were hoping to look around, I'm afraid you'll have to try again later. Finished at last. Now to get my cleaning supplies cleaned up and get home. Home is where the lack of cleaning is. This is just between you and me, but cleaning up after the Duke's meals is revolting. It's hard to believe that he, the Queen, and the Princess are all related. Colonel Richard is such an amazing man. Pearls before the swine that is Duke Denon. Okay, here we go. Of course.
Ah, there you are. I've been waiting for you. You're awfully late, aren't you?
Sorry about that. We kind of got caught by Colonel Richard.
Did you now? He had some things to tell us about our dad. I don't think he has any idea what we're up to, though. I see. Ah, yes. That letter of introduction did mention that you were Mr. Cassius's children. I can understand at least some of how Colonel Richard feels.
Oh? Do you know our dad, too?
He used to come here when he worked as
God, what's wrong with me?
He used to come here when he worked as General Morgan's aide-de-camp. I'm told that he was a school friend of the late Prince's, Her Majesty's son.
Late Prince?
Princess Claudia's father. Yes, he was killed 15 years ago in a tragic shipwreck. Would that he were still alive today, none of this would be happening.
Huh?
But lamenting what might have been is a fool's errand. Evening is fast approaching. We must make our preparations at once. Come on in, Shea.
Oh, hey, aren't you...
Shea, right?
Yes, thank you for remembering. You look well, Estelle, Joshua. I've been told of your current predicament.
You won't find a more dependable child. She's a great help to us whenever the princess is in the castle.
Princess Claudia?
That shouldn't pose a problem.
Thank you. If you're ready, you should go change into your uniforms. The ribbons and the headpiece are tricky, so I'll adjust them for you. What?
What do you mean? Estelle is going to need to dress as one of the maids in order to get into the royal keep. A little playing with the hair and you'll blend right in.
Oh, I get it.
Uniforms don't allow for much in the way of personalization. That should be ideal for sneaking in.
Huh, me in a maid's outfit. I've been wanting to try one on since we first met Lila. Cute, breezy, and easy to move in. Well, if our uniforms weren't easy to move in, they'd make the cleaning that... Well, if our uniforms weren't easy to move in, they'd make the cleaning much more difficult. I thought so. Well, let's get this sucker on me.
Why so excited? I'm glad you're in high spirits, but you need to remember your manners in front of the queen. You won't have me to lean on this time.
Why not? You're changing too, aren't you? Pardon? I mean, he did play the princess during the play at the campus festival. Was there really that much of a difference between the fancy dress and a maid outfit?
That's different. It was a play. I can't appear before Her Majesty in women's clothes.
Oh, you'll be fine. Oh, you'll be fine. It's not all shameful or anything. Besides, you made such a gorgeous princess.
Not this again. Cut the jokes, will you? Hilda, Shea, help me out here. Say something. Anyone?
I see. That shouldn't pose a problem. Shea, don't you have that extra hairpiece designed for the princess? Yes. It's never been used, though. He has that full dark hair, so it would probably look good on him.
Hey, hold on a second.
Well, it looks like a 3-to-1 vote. Majority rules. This way, please. We can use this as a changing room.
Wait a minute. I don't remember ever agreeing to changing.
He's getting dragged off.
All right. If I have to change, I can do it myself. Shea, you're not planning on using makeup too, are you?
Kids these days. Oh my. Ta-da! What do you think? I think it suits her very well. Such a bright... God, what's wrong with me tonight? Such a bright, active maid in training, and after only just coming to the castle, too. You certainly have me convinced. And with the hair down like that, no one will be any the wiser. Perhaps you'd like to work at Grancel Castle for real. Perhaps you'd like to work at Grancel Castle for real when this is all settled. Well, we already work as bracers, so, anyway. Come on, Joshua, get out here.
No chance I can talk you out of this?
Not at all. You're just making this take longer.
Fine. You're impossible sometimes.
Oh, God. Behold, the ultimate femboy. Well, it's almost frightening how good that looks. Isn't it awesome? Looks better on him than it does on me, and I'm an actual girl. A bit of makeup can make all the difference in the world.
Please, just say you're done.
Well, I suppose so. I'll show you the way to the royal keep. You need to make certain you watch me and learn how... You need to make certain you watch me and learn how a maid handles herself. Yes, ma'am. We're finally gonna meet the queen in person.
Yes, this is the do-or-die moment. We just have to stay focused and get to the royal keep.
It's hard to take you seriously in that outfit.
Well, excuse me. This was your idea. I can't believe you've got the nerve to pick on.
Sorry. Don't get all mad. I'll treat you to some ice cream later, okay?
I'm not like you. I'm not obsessed with food.
Hey, I'm not obsessed with food. They get along so well, don't they?
We're out of time. Let's go to the royal keep.
Oh my... I am controlling the maid, and I am impressed by this. Hilda, what business do you have with Her Majesty at this hour?
I'm bringing some tea and spoons at her request. The current situation means that Her Majesty is denied the right to even go about her daily life as she wishes, after all.
Such harsh words. Who are these maids with you? I don't recognize them.
His Grace ordered me to hire on some additional staff to help. They've only just arrived at the castle today.
Really now? Hey, you're pretty cute.
Thank you.
Huh? Why do I get the feeling we've met before?
Crap. Do you stare so hard at every young lady you see? I do hope you're not thinking any untoward thoughts. I rather think that His Grace and the Colonel would disapprove.
Hey, it's not like that. We're the elite of the Royal Army. We wouldn't do that.
All's well then. Now will you please allow us to pass?
Pardon us, ladies. Please, go ahead.
That was intense. Thanks, Hilda. You're a real lifesaver.
Yeah, that was really well done.
I'm just glad I could help. Now then, are you planning to change your clothes before going to see Her Majesty? If you'd prefer, I can show you the way now. I think I'm okay as is.
Boy clothes, now!
Magnificent.
Oh, for the love of... Why are you so self-conscious? Self-conscious? What was wrong with what you had on?
It's not an issue of self-consciousness. By the way, Hilda, is this the room? By the way, Hilda, is this room what I think it is?
Yes, it is Princess Claudia's bedroom. But she rarely sleeps in the castle, so the room is all but unused. Huh, no kidding. But I heard that the princess was tending to the queen.
I guess that's just gossip then.
You'd have to ask Her Majesty for the full details. Her room is on the second floor of the royal keep. I'll take you there.
I wonder. Nope, nothing worth looking at. So yeah, talk about bad timing. Literally, right as I was about to start this stream, I start getting a migraine headache. And, you know, honestly, migraines themselves, the headache part, perfectly fine with. I don't care about them. I've had way worse sinus headaches. But what bothers me is that when it starts up, I get the aura. And the aura is the worst. Like, my peripheral vision completely disappears. So right now I'm just playing this game like in pitch black darkness.
I beg your pardon, Your Majesty. I've brought the two I spoke of before. This is Joshua and Estelle. Thank you kindly. By all means, enter. As you wish. I'll wait for you here. You two go on in. Right.
Pardon us.
Oh. I bid you welcome. My name is Alicia von Auslis. I am the 26th monarch of the nation of Liberal. I'm Estelle Bright. I'm a junior bracer of the Bracer Guild.
And I'm Joshua Bright of the same affiliation. It is a great honor to meet you, Your Majesty.
Estelle and Joshua, I have truly been looking forward to meeting you both. I regret that I cannot offer you proper hospitality, but I have prepared some tea. Please have some and relax. I see. So Professor Russell asked you to bring me this information. A pitch-black orbment capable of negating all other orbital energies. And you say that the Colonel has acquired it?
The professor told us that you might have some idea of what he intends to do with it, Your Majesty. Can you tell us anything? I have but a vague idea, but I did not think that the Colonel even knew of it. Perhaps I am worrying about nothing, but even so,
Excuse me, but what is the vague idea you have?
I suppose there is no harm in telling you. Roughly 10 years ago, a massive orbital reaction was detected beneath ground cell. Professor Russell was the individual who came to investigate.
Huh.
Did this happen in the vicinity of the sewers? No, far deeper underground than that, in fact. Professor Russell was under the impression that it might be a relic of the ancients that still functioned.
Wow.
So it was a bona fide artifact, then. Most artifacts I know of have lost their function, like the mechanisms on the top of the towers. But every now and again, you'll find one that still functions, like Mayor Dalmore's family heirloom.
And something like that is beneath Grincell. So does that tell us about the gospel?
Maybe it could be used to halt the artifact's functions. Could it do that?
Yes. However, we were unable to establish the nature of the artifact, or why, or indeed why it was buried beneath the city. But it is beyond my imaginings how the Colonel could know of its existence. Professor Russell's research on it was kept strictly confidential and off the record.
I see. In any event, it seems likely that trouble is on the way.
Honestly, just as I start to think maybe the Colonel might be a slightly nicer guy than we were giving him credit for. But when someone's trying to stir up some trouble, that's when us bracers come in. We won't let him get away with whatever evil scheme he's trying to pull off.
I'd expect no less from Cassius's daughter. Huh?
You're acquainted with our father, Your Majesty?
He was a friend of my late son's and a great savior to the nation. Even after he retired from the army, he would sometimes undertake requests for me.
Really?
I didn't know that.
I imagine that there are I imagine that there are a great many things about him that you do not know, including the precise role he played in the war 10 years ago. I assume you have not been told.
Well, nothing super detailed.
Perhaps then that is the role that I am meant to play. Estelle and Joshua, will you indulge me by listening to an old story?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
It is no indulgence, Your Majesty.
10 years ago in the spring, a tragedy occurred in the southern reaches of the Erebonian Empire. Its cause is yet unknown, so that is something I must omit. The Empire used the event as a pretext for their invasion of Liberal. So began the sad times that would become known as the 100 Days War. Just as the Empire made its declaration of war, a massive military force breached the Haken Gate. In what seemed like scant moments, all of Liberal became occupied territory, save for Grancel. It is said that the invasion force was 3 times the size of the entire Royal Army. The reinforcements from Calvard were too late to stop their advance. It was but a matter of time before Grancel too would fall. But 2 months after the outbreak of hostilities, the war changed in a way that none could have imagined. Patrol airships had just been developed and were used to recapture Liberal's checkpoints, severing the Imperial Army's communications. The Royal Army then set about recapturing the major regions one by one, using ships launched from Leiston Fortress. Zeiss, Rouen, Bose, Rolent. With their supply lines severed, the Erebonian forces occupying each region were swiftly crushed. And the one behind this plan for a counteroffensive was none other than one Colonel Cassius Bright. It was your father who was General Morgan's right-hand man at the time, as well as Colonel Richard's superior officer. Afterward, the intercession of the Bracer Guild and the Septian Church Afterward, with the intercession of the Bracer Branch and the Septian Church, the war was brought to an end. But it was at that time that Cassius lost what he treasured most in all the world. mother, Estelle. That clock tower was destroyed in the Imperial Army's vain attempts to hold back the counteroffensive. What followed, I am sure you know. Cassius was not even able to be by his wife's side in her final moments.
No, I had no idea.
And he believed that the military operation that he himself had planned effectively caused her death. Blaming himself, he left the military and took up the path of the Bracer, all to stay with the only one he had left, you. And this time, he swore he would be able to protect those he loved.
Dad, that idiot. It wasn't his fault that Mom died. How could he even think that?
Estelle. Yes, you are correct. Given that all he lost was in service to his country, the responsibility falls upon me. And so I am sorry, Estelle. I failed to protect your mother. I have wished to apologize to you for a long time.
But you don't need to apologize. You protected the peace of this country ever since the war ended. The peace that Dad and all the other soldiers who defended Liberal in the war fought so hard to protect. And the peace that Mom gave her life for so... and the peace that Mom gave her life for... and the peace that Mom gave her life for, so I could live in it. You have nothing to be sorry for.
Estelle, you have a kind heart, and I am grateful. It gladdens my heart to have finally met you in person, now more than ever.
Your Majesty.
However, that is why I do not wish you to put yourself in danger. I would like for you to remove yourself from any dealings with this matter.
What? But Julia, I mean, Lieutenant Schwartz asked me to help you. Asked us to help you.
I thank you. I am grateful for your willingness to do so. But if some tragedy were to befall you in Cassius's absence, I know of no apology that could ever suffice. I ask only that you go back to your home in Rolent and wait for your father to return.
But...
If I may, Your Majesty, the peace that Dad restored and that you protect, though it has held firm, now trembles like a leaf in the breeze.
Joshua?
If the Colonel is able to use the gospel for whatever purpose he intends, and if he succeeds in making the Duke the new King of Liberal, then what will become of that peace? I ask only that you consider that.
Your Majesty? Right when we became junior braces, we inherited a whole lot of work from Dad. After the Sky Bandit incident, we got that letter in the package, and we've been running all around creation ever since. It feels to us like our dad's been nudging us in the back this whole time. That's why I want to defend peace. So that everyone we've met, and everyone we care about, can go on living secure and happy lives, just like you, and just like Mom and Dad. I'm doing this because it's what I believe is right, and I really want to see it through.
Estelle, it seems she was right about you.
Huh?
I, too, am ready. I would like for the two of you to carry my request to the Bracer Guild.
Your Majesty!
My liege, we will do whatever you ask.
My request is for the Bracer Guild to rescue those being held captive by the Intelligence Division. Amongst them is my granddaughter, Claudia.
Aha! So the princess is being held captive somewhere.
Yes. This coup d'etat started when I backed her as the successor to the throne.
In other words, Duke Danan was out of the running.
Yes, though he is my nephew, he is possessed of a considerable number of character flaws. In brief, where he is lacking, my granddaughter shines. For the sake of this nation's future, I would have my granddaughter succeed me.
Well, I don't actually know her, but I personally lean toward the idea that your judgment should really be trusted here.
No matter the era, there will always be those who object strongly to a woman wielding political power.
I really don't think that's the reason, Queen Alicia.
Not to mention the memory of the invasion by a larger power is still relatively fresh. Some of them will perceive a succession of 2 consecutive queens to be a sign of weakness. It is hardly surprising that such a notion has taken root in the minds of some.
Some including Colonel Richard, I presume.
Quite right. Claudia's pending succession to the throne caught him quite unawares. That, along with the passing of this information to the Duke, is what led to this coup. This was all staged so that Liberal would become a strong military power, with the Colonel ruling from the shadows.
I see. That finally lets us see the whole picture.
So if Liberal becomes a militarized country, what would happen then?
A great many things. Taxes would be levied to fill the war chest, horrible weaponry would be developed with the express intent of causing havoc on a massive scale, a wide-ranging policy of conscription would be adopted, and no doubt contracting Jaeger Corps would be made legal, which is not the case at present.
Oh no.
Indeed, the Colonel has made very adamant requests that I enact such policies. I thought that such proposals were born out of genuine love for his country, but I never agreed that they were the right course of action to take. The Royal Army is not all that protects this land. We have worked hard to maintain treaties with other countries. Defending a nation goes hand in hand with free cultural exchange and trade with all other nations to the benefit of all.
I feel the same way, Your Majesty.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
The Colonel, however, finds such notions to be womanly and foolishly idealistic, and so he demanded that I abdicate the throne in exchange for Claudia's safe return. Many people have had family members taken to ensure that they would not dare to oppose the Colonel, but I am the Queen, and I will not allow all that I love about my country to be destroyed, simply because of blood ties. Still, she is my only granddaughter. I cannot simply allow her to die.
Your Majesty, please try to relax.
We hear and comply with your request. We will see to it that the princess is rescued from those who have imprisoned her.
Thank you, both of you. With that reassurance, I will do all I can to oppose the Colonel's demands.
Have you any other requests, Your Majesty? The gospel still has to be dealt with, and I don't think we should just leave you here.
I appreciate your sentiment, Estelle, but the present state of affairs is not contingent upon my freedom or imprisonment. The gospel shall continue to weigh heavily on my mind for a great many reasons. For my part, I will attempt to ascertain the Colonel's true intentions with it.
Wow, what a totally awesome person. Super nice, but with a seriously strong will. I hope I'm even 1/10 that cool when I get old.
Cool. Did you actually just call the Queen that? Still, she definitely has what it takes to govern a whole country.
Yeah, I really want to stop this coup thingy and help her.
That's definitely outside of Bracer jurisdiction. Well, first things first, we do whatever we can.
Right. But I'm still freaking out about what the Queen told us about Dad. I wonder if she's got any more tidbits she'd be willing to share.
Estelle, Joshua, have you finished changing?
Oh, yeah.
Then we should return to the waiting room at once. Actually, it's already after 11 o'clock. Actually, it's almost midnight.
Whoa, is it really that late?
The Queen spoke with us for a long time. If we stay any longer, it's apt to make the guards suspicious.
We're clearly going to get, trapped or something, aren't we? Are you going home for the day, Miss Hilda?
Yes, I believe so. Just be sure not to do Her Majesty any further discourtesy.
That's not fair, but please relax. We are patriots to the core.
That's good to hear. Now I believe that we shall be on our way.
But pardon me.
By your leave.
By the way, ladies. Huh? I don't think we ever got your names. May we ask them? Lena, Shara, Dorothy. That's a very modern name. Pardon my saying so, but it just doesn't sound right for you. Ain't that the truth? How about you, miss? And how about you, miss?
You may call me Karen.
Karen, you say? That's a very pretty name.
You're too kind, sir. I'm rather fond of it myself.
Are you now? Oh, right. We're with the Special Ops. My name is...
I think that's just about enough. I sense an ulterior motive at work.
No, I mean, at least not from us. But please be safe on your way home. Well, aren't you Mr. Popularity? It's like their eyes all changed when you told them your name.
Hey, it was not. I didn't see you shying away from joining in the conversation.
Sure, but that doesn't mean I wasn't nervous. I kind of lost all my confidence there.
Eh?
What's all the noise about? What's all the noise about?
Oh, Duke Danan.
Ah, lady of the court. Hey, you maids. You don't look familiar.
These are two of the new hires whom I'm instructing. This is Dorothy and that's Karen. They're still quite inexperienced, so I'm giving them some extra training time.
Huh?
Did he recognize us? Not good. Given how many times we've run into him, it'd be bizarre if he didn't recognize us.
Come now, Philip. Enough with the staring. It's quite unusual to see coming from you. Stiff upper lip and all.
Please pardon my rudeness. You look much like my niece. My eyes were playing tricks on me, it seems. I am dreadfully sorry for the discourtesy.
Oh, it's no bother. Please, don't concern yourself.
You know, now that I stop and look, I must say that you both are quite lovely. You with the brown hair, you have a very healthy, clean look to you. As for you, I personally think you look best with that raven hair of yours even longer.
I'm honored.
Ah, yes. Dorothy, was it not? You shall attend to me this evening.
Your Grace.
Ew, I don't want to serve him tea. I don't think tea is what he wants served.
Yikes.
Your Grace, your flirtations, while flattering, are best served for another time and place. All of the maids at the castle work directly in service to Her Majesty, the Queen Alicia. I trust you've not forgotten.
I know. Some folks simply can't appreciate a joke. The castle will be mine in a week's time anyway. We can set aside time for fun then. Jesus Christ.
Your Grace, please, no more of this. I do not mind when you drink to excess, but you know how your libido gets in such instances. I say this knowing full well that I may be reprimanded for it.
But I said I was just joking. Enough. I'm going to bed.
As you wish, Your Grace. Your room is right over there.
Whoa. All right, Dorothy. You just let me know if you have any problems. Anything at all. I'll give you the best advice the future king can give.
Thank you very much.
Aren't you cute? Yes, good. Jesus Christ almighty.
I apologize unreservedly for all the fuss. His Grace will likely remember nothing of this come the morning. Please set your minds at ease.
I should certainly hope so.
I am truly sorry. Madam and young missus, I beg your pardon, but I must take my leave.
I feel so badly for him. He truly seems to bear the weight of the world on his shoulders. Oh, do you know Mr. Philip personally? Yes, ever since we were children, though not nearly as well as we once did, thanks to the one he serves. I see. He sure seems like he's nervous all the time, doesn't he? I'll bet that everything between the Duke and the Colonel has him completely on edge. Yeah, probably. By the way, what was that you were saying earlier about me being the popular one? The Duke certainly seemed awfully fond of you. Ugh, please. I'd like to keep my food in my stomach, thank you. All right, back to before. I feel like I'm missing something. Why would the Duke want tea so late? Well, you see... Estelle, allow me to elucidate the matter of tea and why gentlemen should never request it in polite company. Huh? Come closer.
Hilda whispered something into Estelle's ear. Oh my god, this is incredible.
Now do you understand? Yes.
Hopeless. Completely hopeless.
Thanks for everything, both of you.
If not for you, I don't know what we'd have done. Please, it was the least we could do in Her Majesty's service. I only ask that you complete the request she made of you.
I feel the same way. I beg of you, do everything in your power to save the princess. Oh, are you one of her royal retainers? Yes, I regret that I rarely get the chance to serve her directly. She's so kind and open. She's always treated me more like a friend than a servant. The thought of her being held captive keeps me up at night. I understand. Well, you can rest easy now that we're on the job. We'll save her.
Shall we be going?
Meanwhile, Zin is a fucking drunk and also a fucking idiot. Who cares?
What, might I inquire, are you doing at this late hour?
Yep, I had a feeling.
Captain Amalthea.
Hey, good evening. I realize that you've been invited here, but don't you think it a bit late for you kids to be out walking around?
Please, pardon us. We've simply never been in a castle like this, and we couldn't resist the urge to take a look around.
Oh, that's certainly understandable. So, where were you half an hour ago? Please enlighten me, if only for my own edification. Oh, that's strange. I was making my rounds through there and I never saw you. Well, come, let's not waste time on games. Actually, I've received reports of you going in and out of the maid quarters several times. Do you not think it a bit odd to be looking around in that particular place? What?
You don't think that questioning someone like that when you already have the facts is a little cruel?
I'll take that as a compliment. So, what business have you in the maid quarters? I suggest you answer honestly.
Well, we...
Oh, Estelle, Joshua. You've been here the whole time? Yep, I knew it.
Zin.
He's clearly drinking, getting drunk. Whoa, now that's the stuff.
You're drunk.
Oops, sorry. And hey, if it ain't my favorite gorgeous officer lady. Nice, some luck that we met up again, eh?
I suppose.
So, what's going on? Are my students here causing any trouble?
Students? No, it's just that they were in the maid quarters for a while. I merely wanted to know their business, simply as a security precaution.
Huh, yeah, I totally get you. I just sent them there to find some munchies to go with my booze. Hey, Joshua, you kids find anything to eat?
No, the cooks aren't back yet, I guess. We went to ask the maid if there was any way we could get our hands on something, but no luck.
Oh well, I guess I'll have to do without, I guess. Hey, I just had a great idea. You want to come and join me for a drink? I mean, hey, nothing beats drink. Hey, nothing goes with drinks like a beautiful lady.
I'm afraid I'm busy, so I'll have to decline your generous offer. My apologies for the misunderstanding, but I would advise you to return to your room and remain there for the rest of the night. I have to investigate any suspicious activity, you understand? Of course.
It is late. We should probably just get to bed.
Very good, then. Now, if you'll excuse us.
I wonder if she actually has the hots for Zin. I wonder if they're gonna get together. I kind of want it to happen. Denied. Oh well, might as well just go back to the room.
Right.
We'll go with you.
Looks like we managed to convince her at least.
What? Zin, aren't you drunk?
I was acting drunk. I haven't had a single drop.
No way! Your face had even gone all red.
He focused on making his blood circulate better, which made it look like he was intoxicated. It's done with some kind of Eastern martial arts breathing exercise, right?
Huh, I'm surprised you're familiar with it. But hey, you seem to be in a tight spot, so I figured I'd distract everyone. Nice, huh? Saved your bacon, as the saying goes.
You are an evil, evil man, Zin. Okay, sure, you did help us out, but you also surprised the hell out of me.
Haha, sorry about that. So, what's the story?
What story?
I would have thought it'd be obvious. The story of you meeting with the Queen?
Whoa, wait, what? How did you...
Did Elnon tell you something about this?
Actually, I couldn't get him to tell me anything. But now I know anyway, don't I?
With that prior knowledge, there's no way you could have just guessed. So how much do you really know?
Haha! I guess it's finally time to show you this. Zinn produced a letter from his pocket and handed it to Estelle and Joshua.
What's this?
I know this handwriting.
Well, don't just stand there, read it. It'll explain a lot.
Okay.
Dear Zinn Vathik, I hope this letter finds you well. I know I've been out of touch. I'm in a hurry, so I hope you'll pardon my bluntness. My work concerning the Jaegers is leading me into Imperial territory. However, due to the fact that unusual forces seem to be influencing matters inside Liberal, I feel uneasy being absent for so long. This is why I must ask a favor of you. Could I persuade you to come to Liberal and help out if they need it? Since you haven't been to Liberal before, perhaps you could think of it as a recreational trip. There's a martial arts competition before the Queen's birthday celebration, and foreigners can participate. It would make fine camouflage. I realize that this is sudden, but if you can do it, I would be most grateful. I'm intending to return to Liberal before the festival, so hopefully we'll be able to have a drink together when I return. Cassius Bright. P.S. You may have the chance to meet my son and daughter. They're currently apprentices at the guild, so if you happen to meet them, feel free to test the extent of their training. Try not to bail them out too much, unless it seems like they really need it.
So Dad actually asked you to come to Liberal, which means he's in Erebonia now.
That's the long and short of it.
The long and short of it? What it means is that you were in cahoots with him all along.
That's kind of a nasty way to put it, don't you think? I owed Master Cassius a favor from the time he spent in Calvard. This letter just gave me the chance to make us square again.
I suppose.
When did you realize that we were his kids?
I had a feeling from the outset once I saw Estelle's techniques with a bow staff. I asked Kilika about it, and that confirmed it.
It would have been nice if you would have said anything about it at all. We've been worried sick, wondering where Dad's been.
I know, and I'm sorry I haven't said anything, but I got the impression from the letter that he was trying to keep his whereabouts a secret. Still, you're definitely his kids, all right, if you can pull a job as big as sneaking an audience with the Queen.
I suppose so. He knows this much. It wouldn't hurt to tell him everything, right?
I agree. It'd probably be best to fill Zinn in on everything. It is a bit far-fetched to say that we could put an end to this whole situation on our own, after all.
Estelle and Joshua told of how they had managed to speak directly with the Queen, as well as the Queen's request to safely rescue Princess Claudia. I see. I thought something seemed a little off when everyone was talking at the party. All right, then. I'll help you out with that little request.
What? You will?
Yep, I think this is the ideal opportunity to settle my debt to Master Cassius. Please, let me help.
We'd be glad to.
Thank you once again. What is this place? I would have never imagined that something like this even existed.
Haha, it's larger than I expected. Lieutenant Lawrence, if you'd be so kind as to show us the way to the lower level.
Yes, sir.
Whoa! Is that some kind of mechanical monster? Well, these must be archaisms. Oh, okay, yeah, no, he's gonna be one hell of a...
Holy shit! He took out that thing in one stroke!
Haha, you were the quickest to react. You are indeed truly a force to be reckoned with when you don't hold back.
You flatter me, sir. Your quick-draw technique as well was quite remarkable to behold. I can see that you've studied under the Divine Blade himself. I am humbled.
Haha, I still have a ways to go before I can really humble anyone, I'm afraid. But time waits for no man. The skills I possess now will have to be enough. My strength may be meager, but I must forge this kingdom's future with my own two hands. My brave men, the way to the ultimate power is open. A bright new dawn approaches for our beloved Liberal. I expect only the best of each of you.
By your orders, sir. We of the Special Ops will work as one for the Colonel.
For the glory of Liberal! For the glory of Liberal!
Okay, it looks like we are going to have to go down there because I think I saw a save point over there. Or like a recovery point. Not a save point. I understand the situation. You both performed admirably. I'm amazed that you were able to deliver the professor's message to Her Majesty in person.
Well, we just got lucky is all. The real question is, how much longer is luck going to be on our side?
Yes, we're really going to have to stay focused.
If you understand that already, then there's nothing more that I need to tell you. In any case, we can consider Professor Russell's request to be fulfilled. Please accept this as compensation for a job well done. To Queen Alicia. Ah, yeah, first class, baby. Now then, Zin, it was pure providence that Cassius invited you here. We need the help of an A-ranked bracer like yourself. No need to even ask. Even if I didn't have a debt to repay to Cassius, I couldn't possibly stand by idly in a situation like this. I'm with you until the end.
I knew we could count on you, Zin. By the way, what's this A-rank business?
It's a rank that signifies a full-fledged bracer's full power. There are 7 ranks, ranging from G on the bottom up to A at the top.
So he's the strongest. So he's the highest rank you can get. Wow, I never knew you were such a badass, Zin.
Haha! Well, I may be A-ranked, but I'm still an underling, so to speak. There are 20 A-rankers across the continent, but above that, there's an informal S-rank. That one's only granted to bracers who successfully resolve issues on a national scale, and there are only 4 of those on the entire continent.
Whoa, I'm not sure I even want to think about what they can do.
You really don't know any of this stuff, do you? One of those 4 is Master Cassius.
What? Okay, Joshua, you're not going to tell me you knew about this already, right? Right?
Sorry, but yes, I did. He solved a major case for the Republic about 5 years ago.
I swear, it's hardly worth even getting upset about anymore. The Royal Army soldier, hidden hero, divine blade, S-rank bracer. If he's really so damned awesome, then it sure would be nice if he'd come back and take care of this case.
Haha, you may be right. If you were with us, perhaps this would have never escalated to the point where a coup d'etat was even possible.
Joshua, what's wrong?
Just thinking about how strange this is. This whole chain of events apparently started with Dad going off on his trip. It's as if whoever planned the coup was waiting for him to be gone. At least it's just the impression I have.
Oh.
So what you're saying is that the coup was planned around his departure for the Empire? Am I correct?
No, I'm sure that would be overthinking things. I can't think of anyone who could possibly manipulate Dad like that without him noticing he was being used. They'd have to know him and his behavior patterns exceptionally well to be able to pull it off.
Well, yeah. I never knew what he was up to, even though he was so close.
I don't think that Colonel Richard could have even managed to pull the wool over his eyes. More likely, it's just that the 2 major events happened to overlap with each other. Regardless of the circumstances, we cannot currently rely on Cassius to help. Therefore, I'm resolved to prepare for the worst. I believe an emergency conference of the Grand Cell branch of the Bracer Guild is called for.
Huh?
All other things being equal, we have a request that comes directly from Her Majesty the Queen. The 3rd article of the Bracer Code states that we shall never interfere in a fashion that... The 3rd article of the Bracer Code states that we shall never act in a fashion that interferes with the government. We cannot ignore Her Majesty's request, however, so we must act. But we're no match for the Royal Army as we are. I ask the cooperation of all bracers in Grand Cell, including Zin, of course.
Oh, okay. If we come into conflict with the Intelligence Division, we'll need all the help we can get.
Ideally, we should have the cooperation of other branches, but the checkpoints have been completely sealed off as of today, ostensibly to foil any potential terrorist activity.
What?
So basically it amounts to martial law.
So, the enemy is finally moving at full tilt. This may be to stifle any activity on the part of any Royal Guardsmen in hiding, as well as ourselves. If we're going to conduct a rescue operation, we'll have to do it with the resources on hand.
How fun. But we're up to it. So do we have a solid idea of where the prisoners are being held?
That's been on my mind for a while now, actually. I believe the most likely place would to be the Herb Royal Villa.
That's the building in the forest, right?
It would make sense. If the soldiers are using it under the pretense of counterterrorism, few would question it. And I can't imagine they'd want to lock a lady of the royal family in a cell in Leiston Fortress.
Considering it's the army we're going to be going against here, I'd like a more solid confirmation, however. If we assaulted the wrong place, we'd have hell to pay for it.
Yes, precisely. But in either case, we must assemble any braces currently in the royal city. Could I ask you to assemble them here for me? Any information you could gather while doing so would be much appreciated. If I'm not mistaken, Estelle, you and your friends are acquainted with the reporter, right? Correct?
Oh, you mean Niall?
Yeah, we should see if he's picked up anything significant.
Also, we must attempt to enlist the aid of the guardsmen who are in hiding. If you can get them to contact me, it would be greatly appreciated.
So in other words, we need to get in touch with Sister Julia.
She helped us with the invitation before, so we should let her know what's going on. So off to the cathedral then?
There are 4 other bracers in the city: Kurt, Grant, Karna, and Annalise. Check the bars and their usual hangouts. They may also be in the hotel. If you see them, please instruct them to come back here.
Sure thing.
All right, then off we go.
Yeah, I still doubt that I'm going to finish this up tonight, but it seems like Monday may be it at this rate, which I'm fine with. Let's see, Gladiator belt. Let's go to the Fisherman's Guild. Thanks to the curfew, we can no longer do night fishing, but more dyers are an inability to travel, cutting us off from all but the most local of fishing holes. This is truly a dark time for our beloved guild. I love it, honestly.
What's going to happen with the birthday celebration?
I'm worried about Her Majesty's illness. The trees lining the streets were planted to commemorate Princess Claudia's birth. Time sure does fly, doesn't it? Oh. You'd think they would have stopped me from leaving. Oh wait, that's how I get the world map? Well, now I feel like an idiot. Huh. Oh, well, that's weird.
Hey, it's Grant.
Well, well, if it isn't the big bad champions. I hear you guys spent the night at the castle. Frankly, I'm surprised to see you back so early. Did you eat anything good?
Yeah, we did, but that's not what we're here to talk about.
Oh, something on your mind?
Explain the situation and the Queen's request to Grant.
Holy crap, you're not pulling my leg, are you?
We are not. Every word is true. I'd stake my reputation on it.
If Zin the Immovable is moved by this, that's all the proof I need. I'll do whatever I can to help. You can count on it.
Thanks, Grant.
We'll all be meeting at the guild house to plan our strategy as soon as possible. So if you'd please head over there when you can. Understood. Good. Go well, friends. I'll catch up with you there.
Can we find poor Olivier and bring him back into the fold, mayhaps? Okay, let's go check out the East Block. Maybe someone has a hangout over here. Oh, right. Finally! Okay, one more to go. I want to read that. I want to read this because I deserve to read this. Is what I'm trying to say. Let's see, did I read that? Yeah, I read that one. Crown goes to an unlikely team on the competition form of unlikely, led by Zin Vathek of. Is there anyone who martial art, 2 braces, and a musician? An unheard of combination. Complimentary playing off to one. Winning team account 100,000. Duke demand. Queen shows signs of recovery. Okay, yeah. Selling is becoming minority. Steps up defense. Ancient dragon sighted. Ravenna villain. Great
Lapse. Huh. Okay. Well, if it isn't Sin and the new recruits. Back from the castle already? Well, yeah, I guess we are.
Analyst, can we have a moment of your time?
You hear something juicy you're looking to share with me? Well, if by juicy you mean spit your juice all over in shock, then yeah. It's a real juice bomb. Ooh, you have my undivided attention. Should we be talking about this here, or should I be sitting down for it? Huh?
Just to make it absolutely clear, this isn't a joke. Things could get serious in a big hurry, and if they do, we'll need your help.
Let's see. Sorry, my head's just a little scrambled from how screwed up this whole situation is. I don't really get all of this, but you want everyone to meet at the guild meet up at the guild house, right? Right. Elnon will fill you in on all the details. Okay then, I'll go see what's up. I'll go and see what's up. Okay, that's 2 down. Let's see. It won't open. I've been instructed to keep Olivier from leaving the embassy premises. I would probably refrain from acting on his behalf, too, at least for the time being. Aw. Oh, but I wanted to get the team back together. That's not fair. Okay, let's see. They suggested the hotel, so... Okay, so let's... All right, Kurt's staying here, isn't he? Kurt's clearly the mole, though.
I wish I could remember that time a little better. It's like there's a thick fog blanketing the whole thing.
Yeah, he's clearly under mind control. We should not be bringing him. Oh, hi, Kurt.
It's good to see you here.
Hi, Estelle. Hi, Joshua. Oh, Zin's with you too. Didn't you know that we were going to that dinner party at the castle yesterday? That was when these 2 rookies took on a pretty major assignment. What major assignment?
I think it's best if we tell you more or less the whole story.
Joshua explained all the circumstances that had led to their request from the Queen.
You're serious?
Of course we are. That's why we really need your help.
No, that's not it. I admit I'm shocked at Her Majesty's request of you. But the black orbment that the Colonel has, it's real?
Kurt? Well, what's wrong? You look awfully pale.
Ah!
Ah! Wow!
What in the world?
Step away from him.
Huh?
Huh? Shade?
Lift! Ah!
Well, what was that? You didn't even touch him and he acted like he got electrocuted.
It's a special spirit channeling breath technique. It allows the user to directly affect the target's body without direct physical contact.
I don't normally like to be so rough, but time isn't exactly on our side. How are you feeling?
Oh, wow.
Actually, a lot better. I can't remember every detail, but a good bit of it's coming back. I'm a little unsteady from the shock, but I think I'll be all right.
So, what do you remember?
Didn't I say so before? There was an accident around 3 months ago.
You lost your memories while you were working, right?
Yes, someone had asked me to check up on those men in the black outfits, and then I took something suspicious from them. It was the black orbment.
Huh?
So the person who gave you the assignment...
Yes, it was your father, Cassius. I wasted no time in packaging it up and sending it to him. But that's really as far back as I can remember.
So the K on the package was you!
Yes. I think I also remember there being a note that said to have Professor Russell analyze it. I get it, the package was delivered to you two.
Do you remember anything after that? Anything that happened after you sent off the package?
Yes, after I left the port, someone called out to me. And then... It's no good. It's all still one big blur. You're probably best off not pressing your luck. It's likely to cause strain that you can't handle yet. Yes, all right. I'm really just amazed that I was able to remember anything at all.
Which brings us to a bigger question. Who would have done this? Maybe those special ops guys?
It's possible. They did use that nasty poison on Agate, after all. It's as if they're manufacturing and testing new drugs. Maybe they've made something to cause memory loss.
Now there's a cheerful thought. Plus there's the Sky Bandit's boss and Mayor Dalmor to consider. We have to be really careful.
I'm sorry, I don't have anything really useful to tell you. I know what Her Majesty asked you to do. I want to help if you'll let me.
But are you sure you'll be okay?
Sure, my memory may be like a sieve, but physically I'm fine. I owe you for your help, so please allow me to make it up to you. If you're feeling up to it, sure. We need to work out a strategy. For now, let's meet back at the guild. All right, you have my thanks.
Yeah, he's clearly still brainwashed and evil. Come on, guys. Come on. Seems Kurt's gone out. Does that mean he's feeling better? Okay, let's check out the coffee shop. Oh, wait. And we also have to go to the, Early this morning, I crossed paths with one of the nuns from the cathedral. Where could she have been going at that time of day? Okay, well, that means that clearly finding Julia is not going to be quite that simple. All right, let's see. I have nothing to do until the birthday celebration. Are they even having the birthday celebration this year? I heard the Queen's gotten sick, so maybe the party's gonna get canceled. The Royal Guard may seem a bit antiquated by modern standards, but to see them sticking to their rules of discipline was simply breathtaking. Everyone is all caught up in the Queen's birthday celebration. But with all the hubbub, is it even going to happen this year? Popular rumor is that it's going to be canceled. And the Queen hasn't made any official announcements to debunk that. Aw, the airships are stopped. I was all ready to go cover the anteros and bows. Now I have to think of something else to write. Cruel fate, why must you mock me so?
This is weird, Chief. We haven't heard anything in 2 days.
Well, he does tend to get completely wrapped up when he's looking for the next big story. But given how close we are to a state of martial law, I don't like that he hasn't contacted us either.
Oh, hi, guys. Hello, Dorothy.
Pardon us.
Oh, it's you. Perfect timing.
Good afternoon. We're here to talk to Niall, but I'm guessing he's not around.
That's what we were just talking about. Actually, Niall hasn't shown up here today or yesterday. No word from him or anything.
Huh?
Yesterday or today? We spoke with him in the evening 2 days ago.
Really? What do you mean, really? You gave us the message to meet him for Idios' sake. We came here to talk to him after the semifinals. Oh, right. Now that you mention it. So did he say anything to you? Like where he was going?
Right, I remember what happened. He got a call from someone, then he said he had to leave.
Are you serious?
Yes. We haven't seen hide nor hair of him since.
Oh no, I can't believe Niall's dead! What? Who said he was dead? Today's when all the airliner traffic gets shut down. Everything was normal yesterday though, so maybe he went to another province?
I already inquired with the landing port's passenger registry and there was no sign of him. So I figure he has to still be somewhere in town. You two were the last ones to see this reporter fellow. Weren't you talking to him about something for a news article?
Huh?
These are the times we live in. Controlling the media is a big deal for the military. What do you think, Chief? I certainly can't argue with that, particularly in the case of the Intelligence Division. They monitor and censor everything we do. You wouldn't believe how frustrating it is. Which means that you can't get much information for your stories. But it's in a reporter's nature to want to get as much as possible into the hands of the readers. Yeah, no, I do. Sorry, no.
I see. So he went to check out a new subject that the Intelligence Division hasn't started censoring yet. What was the last thing he told us about?
I think it was about...
It was one of these two. Let's see. And the Duke mentioned something about it at the dinner party. Oh, Niall told you about that too? It'd make a hell of a story if it's true. He mentioned having to get some evidence at any cost. How did a reporter like Niall even learn about something like that? I'd have thought that something like that would be known only to the royal family.
Well, he did say he's friends with someone who works in the Herb Royal Villa. Completely off the record, but the terrorists are supposedly after the princess. So she's secretly staying in the villa for her own safety. I knew it!
Ha! And the veil is lifted.
Maybe the person he was talking to was his friend in the villa, which would mean that Niall's probably there too.
You don't say. Well, if I know Niall, he probably tried to worm his way in for an interview with the princess. And if the soldiers saw him, they'd have arrested him on the spot.
No, Niall's a goner! Why do you keep coming back to that? But if he has been arrested, getting him out isn't going to be easy.
Yeah, I'm betting that he and Princess Claudia are pretty much in the same situation.
What exactly do you people know? Do you have inside information about what's going on in the city? In all of Liberal?
Sorry, but we can't really talk about it.
Just let the Bracer Guild take care of Niall. If he has been arrested, we'll see to it that he's released.
All right. Please do whatever you can.
Please, you guys, you gotta bring Niall back. Leave it to us. We gotta get SpongeBob back. Estelle, we gotta get Niall back.
No, Dorothy, this won't bring Niall back. Yeah, that reference isn't going to make sense to anyone, but I'm down with that. I like not making sense to people. Okay, I'm pretty sure that the... Oh, hey. Pass for sale, easy conversion to a restaurant. I honestly thought it was going to change into a restaurant by now, but
not 2 seconds after he left, he runs back in raving about us buying a house. It's hard enough for us to pay rent on this dump each month. So how are we supposed to afford a mortgage? I finally told him, stop screwing around and find yourself a job, and then we'll talk. For better or for worse, for richer or poorer, till death do us part.
Lakeisha. They just sold a house around here recently. I wish I were living there. This place is too small. If I worked hard enough, I could take out a loan and buy a place of my own. Wouldn't you want to live with your wife, though, dude? Now that the competition's done, the birthday celebration should be starting up soon. A lot of people came to the capital for the birthday celebration completely unaware that Her Majesty has fallen ill. It would be a disaster if they should just up and cancel the festival now. Hey, what's going on this side? My wife always has to leave early each morning, so I'm in charge of making breakfast. Lunch is by our own means, and whoever gets home earliest is the one to make dinner. Aw.
Well, I guess I'd better get over to the store. There's a newly cloistered nun, but I haven't seen her around today. I pray that she has not taken ill. Are you looking for Sister Ellen, perchance? I believe the Archbishop should know her whereabouts. He should be in the sacramental chamber to the southeast of this room.
Southeast. Southeast. Nope. Ah. Southeast. And who might you be?
We're, members, of the Bracers? The Bracer Guild, I mean.
We were looking for a Sister Ellen.
Were you now? Might I guess that you share complicity with her then?
With a nun? Ew, no!
He's asking if we know her real identity, Estelle. We're here with information she asked us to find.
I'm sorry to say she's no longer at the cathedral. She came to say goodbye to me this morning and left.
Where to? I mean, do you know where she might have gone?
If only I did! I've been close with the royal family for many years, and she's always regarded me as a friend and confidant. But this time, she refused to give me any details. She no doubt wished to keep the church from getting too deeply involved in whatever is occurring.
I see.
I wouldn't worry, though. She had the light of hope in her eyes as she departed. I'm confident she was not running away to wallow in despair, but for a more noble cause.
Well, that's good at least. But the thing is, we kinda need her to stay in touch with the Royal Guardsmen.
Well, begging for rain in the desert only gets you sand. We should probably go. The best we can do is covertly keep an eye out for other Royal Guardsmen.
Not the most efficient plan, but that seems to be all we've got.
You seem to be between a rock and a hard place, as they say. Always remember that Ideos helps those who help themselves. Do all that you can, and Ideos will surely take care of the rest. Hard and honest work will always lead you down the right path. Jeez, that's a very nice way of saying you're boned, dude.
For every meeting, there must also be a parting. Each goodbye is a new hello in waiting, and this rule shall remain steadfast throughout each of our lives. Life moves ever forward, pulled by threads we call destiny. There is no beginning, no middle, and no end. There is only the human condition. There is no way we, as men and women, can fully conceive of this universe within which we dwell. That is something only the goddess Eidos can properly envision.
Harbor District. Unauthorized entry prohibited due to heightened security.
There are rumors that the terrorists who claimed to be bracers just up and ran. They got through the Zeiss inspection and then disappeared. Who knows where?
Oh. Okay, cool. You may be getting some more reinforcements after all. Alright, so... At this point, the only one I'm missing is, God, what's her name? Karna, that's it. Okay, so let's check in the, let's see, so... Oh, wait, oh, right, she'd also be in the hotel, I believe. Silly, silly me. Okay, so let's check over here. Nope. I mean, I thought she was staying at the hotel. Maybe she's on the first floor? Nope. Not here. No, sir. Not here either. And this is our room. So, no. Alright, now where would Karna be hanging out then, I wonder? Okay, so we got lodgings, house block, various shops, Orbital Factory. I guess it's entirely possible that she's in the Orbital Factory. Oh wait, maybe she's in the History Museum. I'll check that after this.
It's important to listen to one's customers. I mean, they pay the bills, you know. I've always felt that if a customer needs help after hours, I mean really needs help, then I'll gladly stay late and do what I can. Gotta make sure Zacharias signs off on it though, and if I do too often, he'll tell me to take a hike.
Alright, let's check out the historical area. I think that's in the East Block. I never really remember her saying anything about going there, but yeah, you never know, honestly. Let's see, that's north, and... what the hell is east? Are you east? Yes, you are. You are east. Okay, so let's go look for that freaking museum again. Okay, that's the Erebonian Grand Arena, which is closed. Calvard unit. It won't open.
What'll I be doing for the Queen's birthday celebration, you ask? Sadly, I can't say. The ambassador can't decide on his schedule, and until he does, I've got to keep mine open as well. Oh, sigh.
Private Tact. I love that. That's a great name. Honestly, most of these names are pretty great.
Seeing Carla's daughter makes me really want one of my own.
Aw.
Boys are so full of energy. I want to go to Lucia's house. I come from a village by the sea where there are lots and lots of pretty white flowers. My best friend Polly and all my friends live there.
Sadly, I do not think I will be receiving the recipe one, because I am still missing 2 recipes. What a bummer. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, whoops. Okay, no, nothing there. Okay, what about in here? Nope.
Liberal's history is quite long and more than a little sordid. Its roots go back more than 1,000 years, as I understand it.
Wait, Liberal's only been liberal as long as the royal family's been around. So are you telling me that the royal family is that old?
They are, and I, for one, would love to tour inside of that castle. See what ghosts I could dig up. You two got to see the inside of it yesterday, did you not? Tell me, what was it like?
Well, it felt pretty old and historic, I guess.
There was definitely a lot to see in there. We weren't really given much of a chance to see it. I'm afraid there's nothing we can really tell you that you wouldn't already know.
I see. That's too bad. I suppose I'll have to wait until the castle's reopened to the public. Yeah, keep waiting, buddy. Okay, where else could Karna be? Oh, wait. Maybe she was trying to fly home. That's entirely possible, right? No civilian should have any business here. I'll have to bring you in for questioning if you insist on loitering in this area. Alright, fine. Jeez, be a dick.
Our deepest apologies for any inconvenience. The Royal Army's put a hold on all passenger and shipping flights today as an anti-terrorist countermeasure. We'd be happy to offer you a full refund on your tickets if you'd like. The Royal Army's gone about shutting down all the orbital ship platforms. Sounds like trouble's a brewing to me.
So we already went to the bar. God, maybe she's a fisherman? Could that be possible? Could she be hanging out in the Fisherman's Guild? I mean, I doubt it, but, you know, I can't really think of anywhere else she could be. You know, the Queen's illness really has me worried. I'm worried about the terrorists too, of course, but I'm more interested in hearing news of Her Majesty's recovery.
Her Majesty the Queen is the center of our kingdom and the pride of our people. I want to see her well again.
Okay, come on. Okay, I'm beginning to feel like a bit of a dope because I just thought of one other place she could be, and if she's here, I'm going to be very angry at something. I'm not sure if it's going to be myself or if it's going to be the game. We'll just have to... Okay, I guess not. Okay, so she's not in here. All right, cool. I guess we can't really count the north as... Ah, crap. What other places there to go in the North Block, though? That's the thing. This is a residence. I'd give up fishing altogether if you'd just come home. Aw. His lady love broke up with him. Maybe there's something on the West Block I didn't check. No. Yeah, let's check the West, I guess. Ah, the weapon shop, of course.
Hi, Karna. Hey, look who it is. Ooh, you've got old man Zin with you. What's going on?
Well, it's a long story.
Uh-oh, sounds serious.
Explain the situation and the Queen's request to Karna.
You're not just pulling my leg, are you? I must admit, I did find it a bit odd that all the gates and ports and such have been shut down.
So, what did you want with me exactly?
Well, we need to get everyone together and formulate a plan. So if you would, please meet us at the guild.
Gotcha. I'm already there.
She said as she literally just ran there. Oh, hey. Don't you think it's a bit too quiet considering the tournament just ended? Ooh, Schneider's. Oh, I guess I already have those. Now let's do a little re-equipping. Okay. We want the shield code on him. And the composites on him. Okay, with that done, let's go back to the guild. The other bracers are already assembled. Have you heard from the Royal Guardsman or the reporter?
Sorry, sir, no contact.
But we believe we've gathered the intelligence we need.
Joshua explained everything they learned from the Cathedral and the Liberal News HQ. I see. We can conclude with fair certainty, then, that Princess Claudia is inside the villa. It's unfortunate that you were unable to make contact with the Royal Guardsmen, but at least we know that they... But at least we now know that they haven't... It's unfortunate that you were unable to make contact with the Royal Guardsmen, but at least we now know they haven't been captured. Shall we get started, then? Yes. We need to start working out the details of the rescue operation. Are we all up to date on the pertinent details of the Intelligence Division's planned coup d'etat, then? Given this information, we should consider ourselves under contractual obligation to Queen Alicia. I can barely believe what I'm hearing. I'm ashamed of myself for not noticing something was amiss sooner.
I was suspicious of those special lobsters from the very beginning, but I really trusted Colonel Richard. And he was behind the Sky Bandits and Mayor Dalmore. We got completely snowed.
And we can't let him get away with it, that's for sure. Can you all be counted on to cooperate in this incident?
Damn straight.
Just lead the way.
I owe these guys some black eyes. Rhyme intended. Rhyme unintended. Rhyme unintended. I love it.
Count me in for sure. This is gonna be good.
We've got strong allies. We'll prevail without a doubt.
Now, let me explain the details of this mission. We have to move fast as there are lives at stake here. It's not the most elegant approach, but I believe taking control of the villa through a frontal assault is our best option.
We don't have time to try and find some roof to infiltrate, so I guess that's the only option we got.
How will we be divided?
We'll split into two groups. A decoy team and a rescue team. The decoy team will draw the attention of the main forces, while the rescue team makes it into the villa. Remember, though, we're dealing with the Intelligence Division's special ops here. If I may, I'd like to suggest we also add an ambush team to aid the decoy team, and a second decoy team to assist the rescue team.
Man, we're really teaming with teams here. But why do we need those?
The ambush team would lie in wait until the decoy team draws out the enemy forces, and then both teams could attack at once. Meanwhile, the second decoy team would attempt to break the enemy's ranks, allowing the rescue team to enter the villa more easily.
Ah, yeah. I guess that's a good point. Evens the odds a little bit. But do we have enough members to spread it across among 4 squads?
No, we don't. We've contacted other guild branches, but with the airships grounded, we're pretty much on our own.
Well, crap. Only we had Shara and a gate.
However, I agree with Zin that trying to carry out this operation with only 2 squads is risky. We may need to re-examine the strategy.
If numbers are all you lack, maybe we can be of assistance.
Oh shit!
Hey!
Lieutenant Schwartz!
Well now, if it isn't Sister Military!
It's a pleasure to meet you all. I am Royal Guardsman Sub-Commander Lieutenant Julia Schwartz. The Royal Guardsmen are here at your disposal for this operation.
Understood. Your participation will be most invaluable. I count 9 soldiers in your squad, including yourself.
My remaining troops are incognito, stationed all throughout the city. I can assemble them within the hour. That's great, but Lieutenant Schwartz, how did you know we were going to try to save the hostages?
We tried to find you at the cathedral and tell you, but you had already disappeared.
Did you? My apologies. All I knew was that you had accepted the Queen's mission. I found out last night. Last night? We'd only just met with the Queen last night ourselves. Yes, I'm aware of that. We have sources for military intelligence of this sort. All that matters now is that Her Highness gave the order to assist, and we are happy to do it. Sources? I want sources! Can I share some of yours? I don't...
Let's leave it at no, Estelle. More importantly, the guardsman's assistance will give us the extra forces we need to fill the ambush and support teams. Indeed, with this additional manpower, I believe our chances of success have increased exponentially. And with extra manpower secured, we should start deciding on the teams immediately.
Roger that. You need 2 decoy teams, right? I believe 5 of my troops should be sufficient for one of them.
Yeah, I'd say those Royal Guard uniforms should definitely catch their attention.
My thoughts exactly. We'll target the Intelligence Division's aerial squadron, stationed just on the outskirts of the Arab Scenic Route.
Wait a second, aerial squadron? You don't mean...
I'm afraid she does. It's on the scenic route's outskirts?
Now that you mention it, there is a stretch of land out there that has been completely blockaded.
According to my intelligence, there's only a skeleton crew of guards stationed there. If we attack, they will have no alternative but to call the villa for reinforcements.
Oh, I get it. That's some good decoying right there. And then when the reinforcements show up, the ambush team pops in and takes them all out, right?
We should form that ambush team then.
I knew all those years of hunting down monsters in the bush would pay off one day.
Well, we've got a gunner, too. We'll be able to handle this no problem.
All right, 2 teams locked down. Now for rescue and decoy 2.
I think the second decoy team should also be comprised of my Royal Guardsmen. The Special Ops will definitely drop their guards more readily to apprehend them.
So that leaves us.
For the rescue team.
All of the other teams will be acting to provide cover for us. Ours will be the most important assignment on the field by far. Well, duh, of course they're gonna be the main team. This is no game. You're playing an actual role in a crucial turning point for our history. Make sure you're up to the task.
Sheesh, no pressure.
There's no need to worry. We will persevere. History favors the just.
No, it really doesn't, lady.
Besides, you guys are the Grand Soul Martial Arts Competition champions.
And we'll be the ones keeping the majority of the enemy force busy. Hopefully, all you'll need to worry about are the hostages.
Julia, hold on. Zin,
We, Estelle. The word you're looking for is we. We can do this, and we will.
You're right. You are so right. We're gonna kick some special ops special asses.
That's the spirit.
And that's the plan. The operation will begin at nightfall. We'll use the dark for cover. Once the operation begins, you won't have any opportunity to return to the city. So if you still have loose ends to tie up, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Man, this is getting pretty real.
I will ensure Her Highness is made aware of the plan.
All right, everyone. Tonight. Here. Got it?
Well, I guess I'd better see if there are any missions to do. Okay, nope. All right. Well, let's save the game then, just to be absolutely safe. I don't know if this will be the final leg of the journey, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to finish the whole thing tonight if it is.
Looks like you haven't had a moment's rest since everything started. Take a minute now and get everything squared away.
Ah, you're here. Good. Once the operation begins, you won't have any opportunity to return to the city. So if you still have loose ends to tie up, speak now or forever hold your peace.
It's okay, we're ready.
Understood. Let's review the operation.
So, are we going to meet back here?
Well, this is the Ambro Monument Rest Area, so this should be the place. The only real issue is whether or not Lieutenant Schwartz and her men can get here undetected.
No need to worry about that.
Oh, they're all wearing their outfits too.
Whoa, when did you get here?
Haha, nice work staying hidden in Grand Cell.
We have quite a few sympathizers among the citizens. We finished our preparations. We can begin whenever you're ready.
All right. We're waiting on your order, Estelle.
Huh? My order?
You were the ones who originally received Her Majesty's request, so we're waiting on your command before we begin.
But I'm just a rookie.
That really doesn't matter. I don't think you'll have a problem.
Just do it without shouting, okay?
We'll be there to help. We have no objections.
Have a little faith in yourself.
Don't worry about the trivial details. Just deal with things as they come.
Right.
Okay then, here goes. Everyone, let's get those hostages rescued.
Oh, it's a water ship too. Or a submarine, I guess.
I am so freaking hungry. Isn't it time to change shifts yet?
Come on, stay focused. There's no telling when the Royal Guardsmen might finally show themselves.
There weren't more than 10 escapees. If the Colonel really put his mind to it, we could hunt the lot of them down in no time.
If you think it's so easy, then go ahead and try.
What? Lieutenant Schwartz?
Chink, 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 chink.
Listen up. We have word from the ID ship. We apparently have a lock on the Royal Guardsmen. If we get there quickly, this will be our chance to wipe them out.
Roger! That settles that.
Idiots! The airship's locked down. You'll never be able to use it. If you'd just done as the Colonel said, if you'd just done as the Colonel said, we would have spared your lives. But now you're going to die, and you've only got your own stubbornness to blame. Take this.
Bing.
Bracers! You can't be serious. You're not actually going to try standing against the Royal Army.
Sorry to disappoint you, but you've already been marked as criminals.
By the order of the Queen, you will let us pass.
The ambush party's on the move.
We'll go ahead and lure the remaining forces into the front gardens. You can break into the villa while they're distracted.
Sounds good.
Adios be with you all.
Man, these special ops guys are weenies. Oh, he fell in the water. All right, looks like they went for it. Now's our chance to sneak in.
Okay.
Roger that.
So, this is the Royal Villa. It's gorgeous. Certainly gives the castle a run for its mirror.
Well, it is a royal family residence.
Oops, looks like the welcoming committee's here.
Who are you people?
You don't need to know our names.
Words will serve no purpose here. Let's go.
Okay, this is badass as hell, and I love it. Ooh, okay. Alright. And go dad. Max guard and heal. Yeah. Yeah, that was really dumb of you guys, honestly. Ah, crap. Gotcha.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Ah, so close to leveling up again.
Now, where's the princess being held?
This place is huge. We'll have to search it room by room.
If we just hang around here, you can bet we're going to have more company, and soon. Let's get a move on.
What? Who are you people?
Ah, crap.
Halt! Don't move a muscle.
Ow.
Yay, at least Estelle leveled up.
Not fun. Attacked out of nowhere.
It looks like there's still quite a few soldiers in the villa. They're patrolling the corridor in the central courtyard periodically.
Our only option will be to silence anyone who sees us.
So. No one here. I don't think. What about here? Nope, nobody here. Come, are you kidding me? There. Who are you people?
Crap, we totally picked the wrong room.
What are you doing here? Ain't seen you before.
Good evening. We're with the Bracer Guild.
Huh? No need to give it up. Just enjoy yourselves and rest well. Preemptive attack.
Take out the gunner. And got it.
They messed with the wrong.
Phew. That's all. Well, that's taken care of.
They're too drunk to really know what's going on.
It's like some kind of bar, same as the one in the castle.
Please don't kill me. I'm not with them.
We know that. You work at the villa, right?
We've come to help at the request of Her Majesty the Queen.
What? Really? You're honestly here to save us?
Yes. So would you please calm down already?
Whew. Hadios be praised. I thought I was done for when my reporter friend was taken away. I hope he's all right.
Reporter friend? You must mean Niall.
You know him? Estelle explained that Niall had gone missing and was still unaccounted for. Ah, I see. Yes, I'm the one who contacted him. He came to get an interview with the princess, who is being guarded here. His passion for his work is hard to argue with, so I wound up sneaking him in and showing him the way.
But he was spotted and taken prisoner?
Yes, and much to my shame, it was only then that I realized the severity of this situation. I heard that Her Majesty was being kept here to protect her from any potential terrorist assault. But the truth is that she's being held prisoner by the Intelligence Division. I was so glad that she was coming that it simply had never occurred to me. I'm truly unfit for my position.
Come on, no need to be so depressed.
Would you happen to have any idea where the prisoners are being held?
Yes, they've all been gathered in the Crust Room, which is the innermost chamber. It's a large banquet hall used for events like the formal signing of treaties.
Got it.
All right, let's go check it out.
Wait, can I get a... Oh, okay, yeah. No, I'll take a rest. Thank you for helping me. Ah, yes, if you get tired, feel free to come back here to rest. I can get you some beverages. Damn it, I just want the last two recipes. Drawing room? Okay, well, this ain't it. Okay, that must be it, though, but I kind of want to check out the other areas. Ooh, a gallery. There's an Imperial-style vase here. There's an Eastern-style vase here. There's a red plate here. The King's Throne, the favorite seat of the late King Edgar when he was staying in the Herb Royal Villa. There's a large scarlet vase here. I had a feeling, but that's okay. Did I seriously just get poisoned? And goodbye, bullets. The melee combat guys are way easier to deal with one at a time because, you know, they... Okay, that's just another... Library. I wonder. Nope. Okay, I guess... Oh, wait, what's that? Nothing. Yep, okay. Oh no, 3-on-1. How will I ever win?
Let's move out.
Shit. It's locked. Ah, no!
It seems pretty solid, and the locking mechanism is quite secure. We definitely won't be able to get in without the key.
Huh. Maybe we should go talk to that young Chamberlain.
Estelle explained that the door was locked. Ah, so it is locked then. The key is normally in the possession of the Intelligence Division Company commander. I believe he left when the terrorists show up.
Huh?
Which means that it was taken by the ones who ambushed Lieutenant Schwartz and her men.
Not good. There's no time to go back.
Just a moment. There's a spare key to that door. It's here somewhere. Memory serves, I believe it's hidden somewhere in the gallery.
Roger that. Gallery.
Let's hurry.
And let's heal, too. Alright, so... Yeah, okay. Yep, this is fine. I can live with this. Okay, so... This time we're gonna start with this guy. Good riddance. That was easy enough. So close and yet so far. Okay, let's see. If I remember correctly, the museum is... gallery's here. Okay. There appears to be nothing special about it. Appears to be nothing special about it. Let me guess. There's a large scarlet vase here. The selling company found something attached to its underside. Found spare key.
This is it.
Now we should be able to open that inner door.
got a feeling in my gut that I'm gonna have to fight Colonel Richard at some point, so I kind of want to save.
They messed with the wrong guy.
Okay, now we just use spare key.
Who are you? Why do you look so familiar? Hey, you guys won the martial arts competition.
That means you're with the Bracer Guild.
That's right.
I don't suppose we could persuade you to just forget you saw us?
Shut it!
We're defenders of an impregnable fortress. You want past us? You have to go through us.
Ooh, they have new weaponry. Heavily armed soldier. Oh crap. No, not Estelle.
That's that. Let's move out.
Okay, Estelle, time to wakey, eggs and bakey. Good thing I still have a metric fuck ton of those suckers.
You?
Yo, we're here to save your bacon.
Hello, Niall. You don't look in too bad a shape.
Are you serious?
Estelle? Joshua? I never thought I'd see you here. Huh?
Yeah, it's Chloe. I knew it.
You're the princess. It's a pleasure to meet you. We're with the Bracer Guild. I think it's a little late for introductions. So, we meet again as promised. Chloe! Estelle, I sincerely hope you're joking. You ought to recognize me sooner. But not with the dress and the hair and the things. What happened?
Pardon us, Chloe. Estelle doesn't know how to doubt people.
Hey, what the hell's that supposed to mean? There's the Estelle I know. And Joshua? You still use that name for me?
Yes, since it seems to be the one you'd prefer. Would you rather I use your real name?
No, but thank you. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, so what are you doing here, Chloe? For that matter, why isn't the princess here?
She's right in front of you. That's the queen's granddaughter, Princess Claudia.
Buh? Buh?
Ah! I'm sorry that I couldn't tell you. I'd planned to tell both of you the truth when we next met in Grand Cell, but then Colonel Richard had me detained. But why? Why would the princess be hiding out in an ordinary school? And why did you have us call you Chloe? I'd like for you to keep calling me that. My real name is Claudia von Austerlitz. Chloe's a pet name that Jill came up with using bits from my whole name. Really? Then what about your hair? Oh, this is just a wig. If I had the same hairdo as when I was on campus, it would probably just create trouble.
Can't believe I missed the connection myself. I've seen your picture often enough, and I remember you from the mayoral scandal in Rouen, but I never put two and two together.
I'm sorry. It doesn't seem like Uncle Dunnan or Mayor Dalmor recognized me either. Oh yeah, and the Duke's even related to you. Oh, I forgot something important.
Estelle explained the whole story, including how they had come to rescue Chloe at the Queen's behest.
I see. To all three of you, I extend my deepest gratitude for coming to rescue me. Ah, it was nothing. Heck, if we'd known it was our Chloe in here, no one would have had to ask us. Estelle?
Haha, no doubt. You should save your thanks for Her Majesty, as she's the one who deserves them. She had no concern for herself, just that we should save you.
I think your safety will give her the strength to resist the Colonel's demands, though doing so may endanger her life.
Yes, that is her way. If something is not done, then she is in grave danger.
I think I've seen enough of this little farce.
Princess! Rianne! What the? She's General Morgan's granddaughter. He's imprisoned at the Hacken Gate. I'd say they're taking her to keep him from causing any trouble.
just as they did with you and Her Majesty.
This isn't just some idle threat. Every man in the Special Ops has a dream, and we will stop at nothing to achieve it.
And that's something you're proud of? I'll make you a deal, Sergeant. Please, take me as your hostage rather than this child.
Ha! Not a chance. I know I said we'll stop at nothing, but even we don't have the nerve to harm a member of the royal family. General Morgan's grandkid, on the other hand, suits our needs just fine. She's a valuable hostage, and it's not going to cause any real problems if she was to end up getting hurt.
You're a monster. I'd have said coward myself.
Pathetic, disgusting, sick. Pick an adjective. You can talk all you want. It's almost time for the patrols to return from the Royal Avenue. Then we can round up the guardsmen and the bracers. Not bad for one night's work.
Oh, I'm afraid that won't be happening. We already took your buddies out on the way over here.
Yes! Scheherazade!
What? What? There, it's all right. Hi, you two. Long time no see. Shara!
You came!
Damn it all! Who the hell do you think you are? Some people just have no manners.
Gah! Oof. Think of that as my special gift. That's just cruel. Hey, who fired that shot?
Olivier, I guess.
Bingo! Yes! Yes! And the star makes his dramatic entrance. Please hold your applause until after the performance has ended. Haha! And the drama turns into a comedy. Nice seeing you again, Scheherazade. It's been a long time.
Indeed, it has. I never thought I'd find you in Libro, but I was honestly quite relieved when I heard that you'd fallen in with Estelle and Joshua.
Haha, well, I think you're overestimating my capabilities, like usual. As for you, you've only become more beautiful. I barely even recognized you.
Oh, really?
I am suddenly brimming over with something akin to jealousy. Am I merely a toy to be used when convenient and cast aside when boredom sets in?
Hey, Olivier. Ina's been wanting to see you. She's hoping to go out for drinks again.
Forgive me, I have committed a grave offense.
I swear, none of you ever change.
I'm glad to see you, Shara, but I thought that the Royal Army had the checkpoints completely sealed off.
Yes, but we crossed Valeria Lake by boat and docked at Groundsel Harbor.
That's one way around a problem.
But how did you end up falling in with the traveling musician? We ran into each other at the local guild branch. He was like a lost puppy, so I didn't have much choice other than to bring him along.
Ha ha ha! I simply couldn't allow such an amusing and interesting show to go on without me. And may I ask who this fair lady is?
Oh, right. Introductions. This is the Queen's granddaughter, Her Highness Princess Claudia. She's a friend of ours. It is a pleasure to meet you both. Thank you very much for coming to help me. Think nothing of it. I'm simply doing my duty as a bracer.
And I could scarcely consider myself a gentleman if I did not leap to the aid of a lovely lady of noble birth. The honor and pleasure at this meeting is entirely my own.
Your Highness, are you well?
Oh, of course.
Julia, Sig, Scree!
Well, this would be a happy ending, but this is...
Scree! Scree! Good. I'm happy to see you again. Thank goodness you're unharmed. I was so worried. The feeling is mutual.
Before long, the bracers involved in the diversion and the Royal Guardsmen joined forces. After seeing to it that the rescued hostages could get some rest, Estelle and company gathered to assess their current situation. Wait, so did we just take over the fucking royal villa? Oh my god, we did.
Words cannot express my shame. If not for my ineptitude, none of this would have come to pass. I'm so ashamed I could take my own life, were it something to be permitted. Please, do not say such things. I'm just happy to see you alive and unharmed. Thank you for coming to save me, Your Highness. Not that I'm not moved by all this, but I have to ask, why is Zeke still here? Scree? He is Her Highness's escort, as well as a messenger for the Royal Guardsmen. After all, did he not deliver the letter to your hotel? Oh, that night!
I thought it might have been him. That must also be how you learned of Her Majesty's request.
Yes, I heard of it from Sieg. Her Majesty sent word through him from the royal keep, but the crest room in which Princess Claudia was held had no windows for Sieg to use. I was very worried when I was unable to make contact. You just about gave me a heart attack, though, when you sent that message to us. See, that was just plain mean of you to leave that letter and not let us know it was you. Scree. He says he's sorry. It's okay. By the way, have all the special ops troops been dealt with? Almost all the soldiers in the villa have been restrained. However, there are quite a few left in Gransell Castle. Much of the Royal Army is under Intelligence Division control, even outside of Gransell. If we're not careful, we run the risk of them seizing control of this building and branding us all as rebels. Whoa, I hadn't even thought about that.
It's a good point. I think it would be best if we were to get Chloe into a safer location at the very least.
Perhaps we could seek asylum at the Erebonian or Republic embassies. Since they're considered foreign territory, it would make it very difficult for them to lay a hand on her. There's also that special ops ship that we seized nearby. We could use that to allow her to flee the country for the time being. It wouldn't solve the whole problem, but it would buy us some time to find a better solution at the very least.
I agree. Regardless, we need to find some way to get her to safety. Everyone? I understand the difficulties of the current situation, but would it be possible to make an official request of the bracers? What?
The hostages have been rescued, so I think it'll be all right. Of course, it depends on what the contents of the request are.
If so, then I must ask you to do the impossible. Will you help me in retaking the royal capsule and rescuing Her Majesty? Your Highness. I see. That's right. This time we have to help the Queen.
To be honest, I consider the question to be ridiculous because the answer is obvious. But Your Highness, this is no small thing you're asking for.
Quite right. There's no chance that a frontal assault would work, even with the capabilities of everyone here.
I think that captured special ops ship has potential, but we're going to need some kind of seriously clever trick.
I have an idea. Everyone will please look at this.
Princess Claudia produced a very old-looking map.
What's this map of? It's an ancient diagram of the sewers below Gransell. One of the things it lays out is the path that leads to the castle cellar. What? What's the meaning of this? How can we have lost contact with the Arab royal villa? Most likely it has fallen to an external force, either the guardsmen or the bracers. Those interfering little... Were you not in command of that division, Second Lieutenant? It is a pity, but what's done is done. Obsessing about it now will accomplish nothing. Furthermore, we must strengthen the castle's defenses to ensure that Her Majesty is not taken. I don't need you to tell me that. I want the castle gate sealed. Not a soul is to enter from here on out. The only attacks I should need to worry about are the ones that come from the sky.
Yes, ma'am.
Once that's done, scrape up troops from wherever you can find them, anywhere in Libro, and send them to the villa. Priority one is to subjugate the terrorists who deceived the royal family.
Yes, ma'am.
Haha, nicely done. Of course it was. Of course it was. I've served with this unit for quite some...
Okay.
Of course it was. I've served with this unit for some time, unlike you. I swear, I will protect this castle while His Excellency is absent, no matter the cost.
Man, she's like seriously thirsty for Colonel Richard, isn't she?
Okay, here's how we're going to free Gransell Castle and the Queen. First, Joshua and 2 others will infiltrate the Gransell sewers. You'll need to proceed to the Royal Guard room and open the castle gate.
Got it.
Time to light a few fireworks. Well, it does seem appropriate for the beginning of the final act.
As soon as the gates are open, the guardsmen and 4 of the bracers will make their way to the castle by way of the streets. We need to make a real spectacle to draw all the guards together in one place.
You're in good hands. All right, I've been looking forward to this.
And finally, Your Highness, are you certain I cannot get you to reconsider? I'm sorry, but I must be there to help my grandmother. Also, I know how to pilot an airship. I hope to be able to put that skill to good use. If I'd known this would happen, I never would have taught you. It's okay, Lieutenant. We'll look after Chloe for you. I swear, she will be kept safe, for my nickname is the Silver Streak. I understand. Please, do what you can. Once the men inside the castle have been concentrated into one area, Estelle and her team will set down in the garden terrace. Then they will break into the Queen's room and rescue her. Roger! Both operations will begin at the stroke of noon. Both operations will begin at the stroke of the noon bell. Everyone is to remain on alert until then. All right, you have your tasks. Get to them. Dismissed.
Yes, ma'am!
Joshua, please be careful. Don't go taking any unnecessary risks.
I'll be fine. You try to be on your best behavior. Don't overestimate your own strength, and make sure you watch Shira's back.
I understand. Whatever happens, remember our promise. We see each other again safe and sound in Grancell Castle.
Count on it.
Joshua, there's no telling what kind of creatures inhabit the sewers. Please take the utmost care.
I know, and I will.
And don't worry about Estelle. You've grown so much during this trip of yours. Not just in your skills and bracer qualifications, but in your hearts. Or so it seems to me. Shara!
Huh? What does that mean?
It's nothing. Save it for later.
Even in times of crisis, you can always count on these two brats. Haha, quite so. Now, I think we'll be heading out. May we meet again, my lovelies?
Idios be with you.
Joshua. Hey, Princess. You ever wonder if those two have some kind of destiny in store for them? Yes, the thought has crossed my mind. They always have a smile for each other. I have to admit, I'm even the tiniest bit envious.
It looks like the regular soldiers have been replaced with the special ops guys.
The enemy's probably gotten quite desperate since we liberated the villa. Security seems a lot tighter than normal. Perhaps I can loosen them up with the dulcet tones of my lute.
You do anything conspicuous and that guy will be on you faster than you can say off-key. Mueller, was it?
Yes, it was. You two should definitely must rather not go near the Aerobian. You two should definitely must rather not go near the Erebonian embassy. It could be quite dangerous. Yes, quite perilous indeed. Haha, well, neither of us has any time to just drop by there. Once preparations are complete, we have to get inside the sewers.
So close and yet so far. I was almost able to trick out Shara's last slot. I'm kind of disappointed.
Now, let's see. I believe it would be in our best interest to confirm the location of the secret waterway.
You're right. Please wait a moment.
We're currently at the staircase mark here on the lower left. And the entrance to the hidden waterway is where the equals mark is depicted in the center.
Right. So first we need to go to that spot and examine the wall.
Ah, crap. Well, at least we got a preemptive strike out of it. Oh shit, I've lost my main healer. Oh no!
Alright, we're good to go.
Forgot that Estelle was my main healer. Oh, I'm kind of fucked now, aren't I? Well, so far I haven't taken any damage. That's not bad. Crap. Well, let's run. Crap. Run away! I don't really need these meager enemy encounters. Okay, I remember there being a wall somewhere that I thought I could, like, check out, but literally nothing happened when I did. Oh. The lever won't budge. Oh yeah, that's right. That's how I was able to connect them in the first place. Okay, that wasn't it. Crap. Crap. Well, at least I'm fast enough to get first. Pressure doesn't respawn, you know? Crap. Come on! You know what? I'll take it. I just No, let's see. I believe it would be in our best interest. Okay, yeah, so. We're currently at this staircase in the lower left. The entrance to the hidden area is where the center. Right, so first we need to go to that spot and examine. Oh, okay, alright, so I can, in fact. Come on. Crap. Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay, I don't like that. Come on. Ah, this must be the spot. There we go.
The map has this area marked with the equal sign.
I don't see anything special. Those royal family sneaks sure know how to hide things. I suppose this will require a hefty amount of searching.
I'll go first. Ah, here it is.
Nice work. Impressive. Have you some particular knack for finding hidden switches?
A knack? It's just practice. You just naturally learn what to feel for.
Naturally, eh? Tell me, you weren't a phantom thief of some kind in your childhood, were you? You know, the kind that shows up in plays and the like.
Oh, please.
Time isn't on our side, guys. Let's get moving. This is the real deal.
Oh hey, sheep monkeys. Super-powered sheep monkeys. At that. Oh my god.
Enjoy the show.
Ah crap, that's not good. Oh boy. Huh. Hooray! Zin leveled up. That's always fun. Oh crap, that's not... That, not so much though. Joshua is just so close to leveling up. Found tier all bomb. Ooh, okay, that's helpful. Finally. Oh, right. Monsters.
Savor the victory.
Well, that was easy enough. Found reflector. Oh, I wonder what a reflector is. Nope. Nope. Oh, it's a... Oh, okay, huh. That might come in handy. Ah, crap.
Let me show you the truth. Take that.
Beautiful.
Enjoy the show.
Ah, he's just still so close. It's heartbreaking almost. Maybe we'll just escape. I feel like I was tricked into that. Found here, all bomb. So you've returned. Oh wait, that's right. No, what have I done? Oh god, that's bad. That's really bad. You guessed it, it's empty. I like checking these. Limit 1 per hero. Signed, Dev Team. Yep. Crap. I thought I could have escaped it. I was wrong. Jesus Christ. Escape that, though. Okay, that looks like the way out, so let's check this. Oh, hey. Okay, that must be the way out then. Then we'll just come back this way a little bit later. And got him.
Enjoy the show.
They're just so close to leveling up, it hurts almost. Ah, crap. How did I turn around? Oh, God. Please don't all of you freeze. Come on. Come on, hurry up. And I literally got petrified. Ah, crud. Hi, female, I guess. Okay, I'm going to check this away then. God, literally no one has Tiara, huh? Ha! From behind! Yay! Joshua leveled up. Oh, come on! How did that even... Oh my god. This is very bad. This is clearly going to hurt, so I'm just going to make a save here. Oh boy, okay. Okay, maybe that wasn't going to hurt so bad. Found cloak. The chest mocks you with its emptiness. Okay, so I wonder what the cloak does then. Clearly that's going to be an... Oh, no, it's nothing. Alright, fine then. Let's see, armor... I was honestly expecting it to be a, Is it a weapon? No? Oh, it must be a... Okay, let's see. It must be a quartz then. Cloak. No one can... Nice. Okay, it's always good to keep those revival items on me, right? From behind!
Enjoy the show.
Easy enough. Beyond the door is a stone wall, blocking the way. Whoops! I guess this is the end of the line.
Yes, but there's a hidden door here. There's a switch to activate it.
We should probably stay on standby until noon.
Wait on standby.
All right, we'll wait here. When the time comes, we'll go in. Oh well, I guess we should just rest until then.
All right, everyone hold your positions. We will make our charge when the noon bell rings. Who'd have thought we'd actually end up piloting the Intelligence Division's airship? Creepy looking thing, isn't it? I'm not sure which I like less, this or the Sky Bandit ship. You must admit, though, its specs are impressive. But how did the Intelligence Division manage to get a ship like this? Yeah, it's a mystery, just like how they managed to get a hold of the Gospel.
Hello, Your Highness. Sorry for the wait.
Hello, Peyton. It's been some time. Who's that? Peyton works on the maintenance team for the Arsail.
Though I'm just a lowly technician sent from the central factory. We're still conducting test flights on the Arsail, so there's quite a lot of data that needs to be collected.
Oh, okay. It seemed to be flying just fine when we saw it in Rouen.
Oh, normal flight is already stable, but the development of the new orbital engines is behind schedule, so we're just using an older, less powerful one for now. Since the Intelligence Division took her away, all test flights were halted indefinitely. I was wondering what to do with myself when Julia made contact with me in Grand Cell.
Gotcha. Uh-huh. We appreciate whatever you can do.
You can count on me! I've removed the lock, so you should be able to fly without any problems. She's an extremely maneuverable girl once she gets up and running, so bear that in mind when you're flying.
I understand. Well, let's go ahead and get started.
Whoa. Okay, let's see. Can I actually do it?
It's already almost noon. If everyone's ready, we should board the ship. Roger.
Oh, right! I brought along my tools to tune up everyone's orbments just in case. I can also make a few tools and pieces of equipment.
Really? That was thoughtful of you. That should be useful. Thank you very much.
It's really no big deal. If I can help out, just say the word. Oh, thank you, God. We're gonna do it. I think we're gonna do it. Slot. Sherazard. Oh. Huh, then who the hell did I miss then? Okay, Chloe. Yeah, Chloe's all good. And Estelle is definitely all good. Okay, so... So I'm actually so close to that other achievement, I almost don't want to spend any of it now. Okay, well, I think this is where we're going to call things for the night. I'm not sure if I'll finish next time, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed. So, until then, this has been Professor Icepick with Back the Log Off, signing off. See you next time.